I'm Chrissy from firstdayofhome.com, and today I have something amazing for you guys. You know how much I love lavender, right? A few months ago for Valentine's Day, I made these adorable little lavender heating pads that you can put on your shoulders, hands, or feet. Well, I had a lot of lavender left over, so I thought, what other recipes can I bring you guys using these awesome lavender buds? So today I'm sharing a very easy recipe for your own homemade lavender sugar scrub. There are only a few ingredients you need. You'll want to pick up some of these mason jars. I like these wide-mouthed mason jars. They are 8 ounces each, but they are really cute. So I think they make great gifts. The size is pretty large, so it's easy to get your fingers in there for the lavender sugar scrub. So I really like these jars. Then you'll need some coconut oil. I like to use organic coconut oil because, you know, we want the best health benefits we can get from our sugar scrub. Then you'll need just regular sugar. So I've got my sugar ready here. Of course, I'll be using these lavender buds that I mentioned for a little natural accent within the sugar scrub. Then I'm going to add some lavender essential oil. When I was pregnant with my twin boys, a neighbor gave me this lavender essential oil in a spray, and it smells just delicious. So we're going to be using some of that. I have already got my coconut oil heated in the microwave. I did 10 seconds at a time for about 30 seconds total. So you do want your coconut oil to be completely melted down so that it's really like a liquid without any chunks in it. And then we'll get started making our sugar scrub. When making a sugar scrub with essential oils, I really like to use a glass bowl that will really preserve the integrity of the sugar scrub, as well as prevent any of your dishes from smelling like lavender. So I've already melted down my coconut oil, as you'll see here. So I've measured about a ½ cup. I just heated up the coconut oil in a ramekin, which you'll see there, and I did about 10 seconds at a time until it became pure liquid form like this. You can see how the coconut oil comes in the jar, and you'll notice it's more of a solid form, so you do want to melt it down before you measure your quantities. So I'm using about ½ cup, and I'm going to use about a cup of sugar here for my coconut oil. So just measure that out and add it to your bowl. So I'll add my sugar first, then I'm going to mix in the coconut oil before I add my essential oil and lavender buds. You can put on gloves and use your hands, or you can just use a regular kitchen spoon to make sure that the oil and sugar are well mixed. Once the mixture is fairly consistent, you'll want to add a few drops of essential oil. By the way, I'm using 1 cup of sugar. You're welcome to add a bit more if you want a thicker texture. I think I'm going to add maybe ½ cup more or so of sugar to my mixture just to get it to the consistency that I want. Remember, this is not an exact science. Everyone has a different preference of what consistency they like for their sugar scrubs, so feel free to experiment with your own proportions. This feels like a good consistency to me, so I'm next going to add about 10 to 15 drops of essential oil. There are so many different brands out there. This is already a couple of years old and it still smells really wonderful. So I'm going to add about 15 drops of this to my mixture. Again, you'll mix that in completely. Oh, it's smelling really good now too. And just to add some extra exfoliating ingredient to the mixture and make it look pretty if you're planning on giving this away as gifts, I'm going to add up to a tablespoon of these lavender buds. If you find that a tablespoon is too much, go ahead and try to add half and mix it in, and you can always add more later if you'd like. I try not to completely crush the lavender buds as I'm mixing. You really want to kind of preserve the shape of the lavender buds and not have it too crushed in there where just doesn't look as attractive anymore. And then if you're really looking for additional therapeutic value or another ingredient that would be very good for your skin, I thought I would also tell you about this aloe vera gel. So this would be very good on sensitive skin. Maybe you got a sunburn in the summer and you want to treat it with a little bit of aloe vera. This is a very good product that you can also add to your sugar scrub if you choose. Once you're done with your scrub, you can of course add it to your mason jar and just spoon it in. These of course make good gifts, and as a bonus on my blog, I am including some free printable labels, and you can either print and cut these at home, or you have the option, because I used a template from Avery Labels, you can order the labels. I'll link to those in the notes below. And you can just peel and stick your labels on if you desire. So we've got our sugar scrub in here, and I'll show you what the labels look like. You just want to make sure you use an airtight container. I really like using these glass mason jars. You can use any size, but these make a nice giftable size. And then here is an example of one of my labels. I've just added some double-sided tape so I can stick these on top. Again, if you choose to order some labels from Avery, they have a peel and stick template that this is designed for. And you can add a cute ribbon with your label, an oval label that I've also included on my blog. And you're ready to give these as gifts for Mother's Day, birthdays, Christmas, really any occasion or no occasion whatsoever. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you liked this tutorial, please subscribe below and give me a thumbs up. I'll see you next time.